Well, we're coming to some final stages for painting Philip and James. The hand just had to be scrubbed out and start again, and putting it in with pencil is just checking the size of the head, so 3/4 of a head for the size of the hand, so that the proportions look okay. So I'm using the Sankya method for the flesh tones in this icon. That is putting in dark first and then going to put highlights on top. So the dark is Terra Vert Deep, and it's a very translucent colour. It's dark in value, but in property it's quite translucent and streaky, so it needs a number of coats. I maybe put on one coat too many, but came out okay. Now, because this particular process took an exceedingly long time, and I don't like these videos to be exceedingly long, rather than being 4 times normal speed, it's about 6 times the normal speed. The other thing that I'm doing is changing the camera position, and I've done this in order to try and get the work that I'm doing closer to the lens. Hopefully it can see it more clearly. Has the disadvantage of having bits of me stuck in it. It also means now I need to film this part of the process, that is me commenting on what I'm doing, putting the camera right round the other way so that I'm looking back towards the image that I can see on the computer screen from the other side of the screen that you're looking at. So again, as nearly always, the highlights are made up of, or the flesh tone is golden ochre with a little bit of Terra Vert and a little bit of Ercolano red, and then a little bit of titanium white, and pretty much in the first instance covering the whole lot in that colour, and then adding a bit more titanium white each time to do the highlights. And each time titanium white is added, there's even less coverage, so that it starts to mould the shape of face, hands and feet. I have to say that it is really difficult doing these small features, and it needs a steady hand and a pure heart. I'd have to say I'm better on the steady hand on most days. It also takes an exceedingly small brush. This is a long handled brush, but it is a one size brush, very tiny. Some folk that I paint with will use magnifying glass in order to do this fine work. Now, it was the chroma, that is the quality of the intensity of the colour, was really whited out because titanium white does that. And so I'm putting on a couple of coats of very diluted skin tone, and a couple of coats of that in order to bring the chroma out. Now, what I'm doing here is changing that sleeve yet again, because while the glaze dries, because that forearm was just looked like a tube. It needed more shape to it. So I've gone back to my cerulean blue and titanium white to give more shape to the forearm. That forearm has got thin and fat and thin, and it's been it was across his chest and sticking out like it is now. It's been a headache. It's still not perfect, is it? These features, this being done in titanium white, just tinted with the flesh tone, very tiny bits being put in now. And then the main features under the nose, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the eye features, fingers, sometimes fingernails. I haven't bothered about fingernails in this, just too small. Just need a burnt umber, very fine brush. So that's what's going in now, the eyes, under the nose, the line of the mouth, the bottom of the lower lip. And the same for James. While we've got the burnt umber, let's put in the hair, give James a moustache and beard. And give Philip some dark hair. The whites of the eyes, obviously titanium white, but knocked back with flesh tone, so it's not glary white. Although on one side of the iris of each eye, on the same side, a whiter white, just a tiny tad. Put some sandals on the feet.